Hey guys and gals, Tony George, DocSports.com. Time to have a cup of coffee. Got all the swag going on today. Be sure and get over to DocSports.com. Pick up our sports journal. There's a link up there to get it. We'll ship it to you free. I think it's like 11 bucks. Lots of handicappers over there, 12 of them, all talented. Lots of free plays, lots of free play videos, lots of great information, tools you need to make better decisions. DocSports.com. When you click the link, we'll give you a free 60 bucks. You never had an account there. And you can use that to get packages, and we'll guarantee those plays as if you deposited the money and not us. That's a great 1-2 punch for you guys out there. DocSports.com. Come on. Little cup of coffee here Friday morning. 2 free plays today. They're going to be better than Florida International was last night. And this is an all free play video here. Free play Friday night, free play on a marquee matchup on Saturday, all on this video. Get over to DocSports.com. I got a Major League Baseball doubleheader. Welcome back, college football. Lost on the hook. I laid 3.5 with Oregon in the first half. Field goal kicker, doinked one off the post for a frickin' extra point. Cost us the cover. I bet Utah on the halftime line. Obviously, they turned it on. Won my money back. That's one thing I did want to tell you real quick. Follow me on Twitter, @TGeorgeSports. Because during the season, and even tomorrow, I will tweet out a few of the live in-game wagering bets I make, including halftime lines, which is just easy for everybody to get. A lot of the stuff on these apps, you just can't go out and randomly bet around the country, but, halftime lines, yeah. So we'll take a look at them, and we'll give you, I did this in the NBA this year, won people some money for free. Just follow me and watch me on Twitter here this weekend. We'll see if we can get a couple out for you here. Interesting notes. Let me get to quickly DocSports.com. Major League Baseball doubleheader. Lost out on the Houston run line yesterday. Won a huge game of the year the day before. But we took a step back yesterday, and we have a doubleheader today. 7-unit carb, the 4-unit pick on it. No, my 4-unit picks are right at 63% on the year. So that's never laying over minus 160 ever. Matter of fact, only laid over minus 150 6 times out of my last 145 picks. So we keep it real with you. Also, college football, bounce right back tonight. Got a game tonight and a 4-pack tomorrow in college football. All over at DocSports.com. Tons of free plays over there as well. Free information, free plays. Go there, read all the stuff that's free. Tons of free picks, free pick videos. So be sure and take advantage of all the offerings that we have over there. Absolutely free to help you make better decisions. Doc Sports. Also, the happy hour, part 2 of the Steve Sear interview. The biggest host, super host in Las Vegas. Part 2 is on the happy hour tab. Go over and check that out. Tell some great stories about how the high rollers roll in Vegas. Yeah. So be sure and check that out as well. Let's get to your free plays. That's why you're here. And we're going to do a lot better than we did on Florida International. I had a $100 money line ticket on them. Never got. And I think to myself, was I just that wrong about Florida International, or did I just underestimate Tulane? Especially Butch Davis' team. He doesn't lose his dog very often. Just bad call. We've been doing real well with our free plays, but not a good call there. We'll make it up to you today. Here we go. Tonight, a small free play, small lean. I want to talk about college football a little bit. Last night, every single line game in college football went under the total. On Thursday, every single game went under the total. Because teams aren't in midseason form. And you got a total tonight that we're going to talk about here in the Wisconsin-South Florida game. Want to let you know Florida State, they moved that game because of this impending storm to Tallahassee. So now Florida State's got a home game this Saturday. The line went up reflective of that, up to 6.5. They were at 4.5. Also, I was going to let you know teams are getting a lot of love quickly in Vegas right now. South Carolina's getting a lot of love. Going to spoil Mac Brown's debut. I'm glad Mac Brown, by the way, back at North Carolina where he was before he went to Texas. I'm glad Mac's back in coaching because he is the best fade coach on the planet when it comes to a big game. Iowa's getting a lot of love over Miami of Ohio. laying 21. Missouri, the debut of Kelly Bryant as a Missouri Tiger, not a Clemson Tiger, minus 17.5 over Wyoming. And Georgia's getting some love at minus 22 against Vandy. And you're talking all big numbers there, all double-digit numbers. Take from it what you want, but that's where a lot of the money's going here in town. That being said, tonight, under 59, Wisconsin, South Florida. What's Wisconsin going to do? What are they going to do? They're going to run the ball. They're one of the best running backs in all college football. They're going to pound the rock. Do what Wisconsin does. Take a lesser opponent and just beat them down physically. I agree. That's clock eating. Clock eating offense. Possession control receivers. In between the hash marks. Little dink and dunk. Running the football. Opens up little passes, wheel routes, what have you. You know. And South Florida is without Quentin Flowers. They're all-world quarterback they've had forever, it seems. Big playmaker, gone. Take the under 59 tonight, Friday night. Let's talk about the marquee matchup on Saturday, and that would be Auburn and Oregon. You know, you take a look at the Pac-12, and they're perceived to be a weaker conference. I agree. They're 3-19 against the spread. The Pac-12 is last 3 years in bowl games. That should tell you something. Because that's when you step up and go take a pee in the tall wheat with the big dogs. They performed well. Oregon on the road at Jerry World, 11 versus number 16, and number 16 is laying 3.5. That's the line as I tape this. Bear in mind also that Auburn opened up last year against a quality Pac-12 opponent. The team that was supposed to win the Pac-12, Chris Peterson coached, Washington Huskies, and they took care of business, 21-16. Herbert is all-world quarterback, no doubt about it. He can make some throws. You know, he takes a lot of chances. I think the one thing in this football game that really is a key factor is the fact that Auburn has a great defense, probably as physical as he's ever seen. And they have all returning starters from a very good secondary that's going to cover the ball down the field. And unless his offensive line for Herbert, the Ducks, buy him time, you know, and he likes to force it too. Turnovers. Auburn, conversely, they've got a young quarterback, true freshman they started in quite some time, Pat Nick's kid. Remember Pat back in 93, the 11-0 team Auburn have? His son's starting quarterback now. That's how old I am. But his son is starting quarterback, surrounded by maybe the best 1-2 punch in the SEC at running back. They got Whitlow and Martin there at days in here. I think the physicality of Auburn, the neutral site helps them. It's not there, home, there, away, but you know, they'll have plenty of travel down there, a lot of fans there. I don't see Oregon as hyped up as they, and this is a big game for Oregon. If they were to, say, win out or have one loss in the Pac-12 this year, but have a win over Auburn, and they win the Pac-12 even with a loss, they might make the Final Four. Having a win over Auburn's good on your resume. I just don't think they have enough team to do it. I think Auburn's too strong. I think Auburn's going to be able to establish the run, which is going to open up the pass for an inexperienced quarterback. They're not going to have him take a lot of chances. And I think the defense will dominate the game for Auburn, more so than the offense. And I think it's enough to cover the 3.5. I'm going to take Auburn in this matchup here. SEC versus Pac-12. How's that usually work out? Give me the Auburn Tigers. I'll lay the 3.5. Your free pick. Have a great Friday. Get on that play early before the line goes up, because it will go up. And we'll be back with you. Quick update for you on Saturday.